It's about finding constructive ways to move forward. It's not just sitting there textbook, it's about, being able to form a real good relationship with families and a trust with them. I was trying to do some work with Logan now to see who Logan perceives is his family network, because with some families it's not straightforward mum, dad, sister, brother. It could be, that they see a nan or granddad more as a mum or dad role because they spend more time with the grandparents, or it's for the child to give their view on what they see as their family rather than me go in there and say, right, this is your family.
When working with families, there are a plethora of challenges. Some of the tools that are used in Family Solutions are advocacy. We also use direct work tools, for example, family games, to improve on relationships within families. Being creative is a daily occurrence, and I've used everything from balloons to kind of explore people letting their worries go, to mowing a lawn with someone because that's what needed to be done in order for them to be in order for them to move forward and be able to get things right in their head so that they could move forward with their lives. With children, I've used everything from Play-Doh to letting them draw around themselves and kind of exploring what their thoughts and their feelings are and how they what their ambitions are in the future and stuff like that.
They get referrals in from all over. It could be schools, it could be outside partners, it could be the job centre, it could be mental health organisation. They do an initial assessment with the family and chat to the family and see what it is that the family wants to change, and I think that's the important thing. It's what the family wants to change, because very often these families have been getting told for years what other people think they should be changing.
So Family Solutions offer various methods of working with a family. They will do sort of group works with parents, possible group work with young people themselves that are involved with the service, but they also do sort of direct one-to-one work. The thing is with Family Solutions, they've got vast skills within the team. So you've got social workers, you've got counsellors, you've got youth workers. So they pull on each other's strengths for discussion within team meetings, etc., about, or just general sort of peer group working as family workers about how they can support a family to move forward.
What skills do you think a family worker has within Family Solutions?
Okay, so I think the workers come from lots of different backgrounds, so I suppose every worker has their own particular strength, but overall they'd be very good at listening and understanding what the family really want, communicating well with the family so they can really get down to how they can impact their life in a positive way.
Resilience, non-judgmental, to enjoy the work that they're doing, which is, the workers I work with, they actually love their job, and that shows, I think. To see the family and to see the good and the positives in the family, not to sit there and highlight what is wrong with the family, but to highlight to the family what is good, because sometimes that gets lost with these families. They don't get to see the good stuff that they are doing because too many people are telling them about what the bad stuff is that they're doing.
Why do you think Family Solutions has the impact it does with families?
I think because it's so flexible. I think it's flexible because there's no set way of working with that family. I think we all know what we want to achieve, but I think we're allowed to have that flexibility of how we work with the family. So the families have a choice, and they know they have a choice about whether they see us or not. And that's important because we're giving the power to them, so we're empowering them to make their own choices. And I think because they've got that, they don't see us as someone who's doing something to them. We are working with them, and I think that is so important to families.